Bonjour, welcome back to Get By in French. You've now completed 10 beginners lessons, so well done, félicitations. And now we're going to be looking at the 10 improvers lessons. So this is a case of just expanding on the vocabulary you've already learnt. You've learnt things like merci beaucoup, bonjour, s'il vous plaît, de rien. A selection of words which will also come in useful for this first topic we're going to look at. So it's places in the town. So the town is ville, la ville, and we're looking at en ville, in town. So we've got quite a long list of places within the town, and I've divided it up into the feminine words and the masculine words. Remember we said that everything has a gender in French, so we had la mère, le père. We've got every object in French has a masculine or feminine. It doesn't have to be a female or a masculine person. So, for example, here we've got the feminine places within the town. These are also on the PDF, so I'll just read these through for you. The PDF is the lesson for lesson 1, which is downloadable, and you can go over as many times as you want to in hand with this video. So we've got la mairie, the town hall, la gare. So la gare, just a little mention of SNCF. This is what you will see for the name of the French railway company. It's the Société Nationale de Chemin de Fer. Fer is iron, as in ferrous. Fer, chemin, the railway, the rail route. Société Nationale, National Society of Railways. So it's a French national company, just the one you have to think about. SNCF. SNCF. La gare, very useful place. La pharmacie speaks for itself. Another interesting point is, whereas in the supermarket, le supermarché, in England you can buy tablets and gels and medicines, you cannot in France, you need to go to la pharmacie. Next one, la boulangerie. What might you buy there? Well, je voudrais du pain, je voudrais des gâteaux. So you'd go for your bread and your cakes at the boulangerie. These are the fresh, creative, beautiful ones. You can buy them in the supermarket, but they'll be in packets, and you can get fresh bread in the section of the boulangerie within the supermarket. But la boulangerie is a great place to go to practice your French and see the huge variety of breads and cakes. La banque. So here we've got, just finding my card, la banque, just to show you, la banque. This is obviously dollars, but it's euro, E-U-R-O. As you see, the euros for European sport. L'euro. Euro is the European euro, the currency denomination, and this is la banque. Okay, la banque. Please don't muddle it up with le banque, because le banque you'd find le banque, which is in the park, it's a bench. La banque spelled like this. L'église, so here is our église. L'église. If you're looking for something bigger like a cathedral, it will be la cathédrale. Still with TH, but remember they don't say th in French. Cathedral would be cathédrale. Like T is THE, but it's not th, it's T for T. And then an extra one I've added on is la poste. La poste, and that will be yellow boxes in French. Here it's usually red, isn't it? So it's yellow, and it's la poste. And then moving on to the masculine side, we have le marché, the market. Le supermarché, so it might look a little bit like this. This could just be magasin, as in shops. But le supermarché, supermarket. Supermarkets, well-known ones, large supermarkets are Leclerc, Intermarché, Super. They also have Lidl, and they also have Carrefour. Le café and le restaurant. So you may have seen these before, same as in English, the restaurant, the café. We've borrowed the French words for those. Le café also meaning coffee. So je voudrais un café au café. I'd like a cup of coffee at the coffee shop. At the café, we use the same word. So l'hôtel, same word in English, but pronounced differently because it's a silent H. So there we have l'hôtel, bed for the night. L'hôtel, and then we have le parc. Okay, so those are the places around the town. Now, according to our dialogues, which are on the PDF, we might ask, for example, où est la gare? So, où est la gare? And they say, la gare est près du parc. The station is near the park. Okay, so la gare est près du parc, near the park. And then we say, we've got another one here. Where is the bank, for example? So we might say, the bank, où est la banque? La banque est à côté de l'église. À côté de l'église. And then we might want to find our hotel. We've arrived by train. Nous sommes arrivés en train à la gare, at the station. Where is our hotel? Où est l'hôtel? L'hôtel est derrière la gare. You often find a hotel near a station. This one is derrière, behind. L'hôtel est derrière la gare. And then you need to get the cash point, distributeur de billets. So you need some money. Où est la banque? Ou le distributeur de billets. La banque est devant la gare, in front of. Okay? Devant, derrière. Let's have a look at those words. So, il y a is the question or the statement. Il y a une banque. En ville, il y a une banque. There are quite a lot of French banks still open in towns. Some of them have moved to the larger towns, but far more availability than here. So, il y a une banque. And they might say, oui, il y a une banque près de l'église. So what have they told you? Il y a une banque, there is one, près de l'église, near the church. Okay? À côté de la poste. À côté, next to, by the side of the post office. Or it could be près du parc, near the park. So we've got a selection of vocabulary. Il y a, there is, or there are. Can be a question. Il y a une banque? Oui, il y a une banque. So you just raise your voice to ask the question. Près de, near. À côté de, by the side of. Derrière, behind. Devant, in front of. So your conversation might go a little bit like this. Excusez-moi. Of course we can say s'il vous plaît. Où est la poste? Où est la poste? So, où est la poste? The post office. Yellow post boxes, remember. And they might tell you where it is. La poste est à côté de la banque. Makes sense, wouldn't it? The post office is next to the bank. You say merci, and they say de rien. You're welcome. Okay, so quite a lot of new vocabulary. Practice using the dialogue, interchanging some of the words and where the places are, and just keep practicing that pronunciation and you'll get there. Merci, à la prochaine.